Okay, sweet. So we are running off to war because Anara the Oracle wants some sushi, and then we see this giant tentacle just comes and just smashes into this city of Bronze Gate. And so we head out, and we don't really know what's going on. Julius doesn't know anything about war, so he asks Orrin to teach him about war on the run, which he obliges. And so we get there, and we meet General Theron, or Thorn, whatever, and I get a helmet. It's delightful. And we are up on the ramparts, and we get to the ballistas, and Ravi hops in a ballista, and Julius hops in a ballista, and we're firing arrows, and Orrin is like guiding us, like, no, you want to hit him in between the plates. And then all of a sudden, a bunch of like sea elves jump up, and we're like, oh god, no, now what? And then Orrin's like, oh my god, if you hit the tower at the one spot, it'll crash it down on itself, and we'll make it kill itself. And so we're like, yeah, and we do it. And I turn into a bear, and Ravi shoots and hits the spot, and I turn into a bear, and then we bring it down, and they're like, the war game is over, you won. And then we found out that a fake oracle got crowned.
Welcome to the peak, everybody. It's Krakenfest.
Krakenfest! Is it all you can eat?
We're gonna
How does
win.
Krakenfest work?
We're
How
gonna
does
win.
Krakenfest work? Krakenfest is a series of war games held by the city of Bronze Gate to various challengers throughout the years. And this year, the aquatic elves from Marina decided to bring a kraken to try to break down the very gates of Bronze Gate themselves.
Are there Krakenfests that don't actually involve krakens?
Usually they involve krakens, yes.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Yeah, there's just somebody else might bring a kraken. Someone has to bring the kraken.
Yeah, of course.
And
does
then
it get
the
pardoned?
Krakenfest.
BYOK.
Bring your own kraken to Krakenfest. So this is a long-standing competition between the elves of Marina and the elves of Inara to both get military exercise and, when you're cut off from the rest of the world for several thousand years, you got to keep those skills sharp.
So whose fault is that?
Yeah, so you have successfully helped the elves of Bronze Gate stave off winning the first day of Krakenfest. There are 2 more days of games, and the winner will be declared the best of 3. So if you win tomorrow, then quite possibly it will be. You won't have to do the 3rd day, and then you could get on with your lives if you wanted. You could leave right now if you want to.
Yeah.
Because, however,
yeah, as much fun as all you can eat kraken legs are.
Yeah, because what's happening right now is you just found out at the end of the first day of games that the General Thaniel, who was sort of you teamed up with, was
Nathaniel with a TH.
it's like Daniel with a TH. It's Nathaniel. And it's all the elves end with EL or something. Galadriel. Sure. He's just
Nathaniel without the na.
Just Thaniel. Yeah. General Thaniel.
No.
His first name is Na. His first name is Na. It's Nathaniel.
Oh my God.
And
I can't deal with it.
How did you know? And he was honored that the Oracle would come all the way from the capital city of Gold Point the day after she was coronated to take part in the games, and he was exceptionally honored.
No,
we're taking her.
Nope. I'm just gonna start talking into everyone's head, just like play along.
Just
play along and nod. Play along and nod.
What?
Inara gets this message too. Yeah?
Oh yeah, just play along and nod.
Yes, I was more than honored to be a part of the games. I apologize for my attire. I tried to be road ready to make it with all haste after yesterday's events. I'm very curious about that.
So we get a feast, right? I'm playing along.
Well, yes, of
with
course.
the Oracle, and we just won the day.
There
okay?
is the victor's feast tonight in the center.
Dragar would be so happy.
Well, he might be in Gold Point if the ships arrived with the brother. Play along.
About that, it was quite a feat of teleportation magic to transverse the storm wall. And from what I've been told, the Oracle and her brother arrived ahead of the envoy, and it was ordered that the coronation be moved up. This is why I wasn't able to attend myself, preparing for the Krakenfest games that generally lead up to the coronations.
Oracle,
Well, the whole reason we put it on a Friday was so we could have Krakenfest this week. I don't understand. I mean, not to question your judgment, my lady, but it was, the timing couldn't have been worse. by my standards, I really wanted to be there. I got the invitation and everything. But
I had to work.
Inara is like, like very nonplussed. You guys are standing on this like ruin of a castle gate out in the middle of the water. So you can. The Kraken is like
It's a bear.
Oh yeah, you're a bear.
I go pick up my helmet.
I believe you can communicate in common. I believe. As
I'm just not gonna.
Bear's gonna
not
bear.
Just dancing,
exercise,
glow
that.
sticks.
No, I'm just gonna
Otherwise
be
it's like, hey, boo-boo.
communicating in the mind, like,
All right.
see if we can get a room.
Yeah, I think the
To
Oracle
Inara,
should
yeah,
have
and the
accommodations
retinue. Yeah.
here at Bronze Gate.
Yes. She says, yes, my good general, I would like to take counsel with my compatriots and perhaps some of your some of the leaders here as well, yourself included, the War Council. I am very curious as to how the operations in Bronze Gate go and their interactions with the capital, and we might need accommodations before we continue on our journey. We have made all due haste to get here. Yes, I meant to ask you about that. You came in the south entrance of Timber Road. Why would you circumvent the city? Obviously,
As a
the Silver Road.
surprise.
I'm sorry, what?
Surprise attack.
Well, all right, fair enough. Surprise. Ah, yes, the element
attack.
of surprise, young man. You are quite the astute
It was
marshal.
Orrin's idea.
Ah, man of the soldiery, just like me. Right, hip, hip, hip. He gives you like a salute, like a very weird, clicks his heels together kind of thing.
Because it'd be
just do
too
a half
obvious
bow.
if we went through the north side. Like, that's why we
yes, the element of
circumvented.
surprise. And of course, if we had known the Oracle was coming, of course we would have sought to seek her at the Silver Gate. Then try to think that 5 times fast. Oh, they're coming this way. We'll give you
Secret,
a
secret,
reason.
Starkest secret, Starkest secret. What?
Well, you.
Do you do that in bear?
I do it in bear. Ah, your bear is very good.
You speak bear?
Well, it's a hobby of mine. I pick up many woodland animals.
He's a
creatures.
general, Ravi. Of course he speaks bear.
Yes.
How long can I stay in bear form for?
Like
how
if
is
you
it?
weren't,
I
if you
think
weren't
it's
able
a-
to, if you didn't snap it off.
Yeah.
I think we decided it was an hour.
Yeah, cool.
If you.
We're gonna roll like this for
Write it
a
out.
while. Yeah.
Right, you said accommodations, like, and it's Krakenfest, right? So that means like fried kraken. That means
Yes, well,
like
we have some-
kraken on a
I
stick.
mean,
that
maybe
means like
council, maybe accommodations quick, and then food.
kraken. Yeah, can we like room service? Can we like get the stuff to our room? Like,
yes, you have. We have many preparations to make for tomorrow's selection and the
awesome.
next
Tip
war
tip. I
game.
pointed at a soldier. Can you room service? Can you just like get all the kraken
kinda
you
like-
can?
Shrugs
and,
and
like-
points to Inara. Like, I mean, I guess do what he says. And
Sweet. Yeah, you're
behind you.
my kraken man.
It's the Otmar coming
I was
out.
gonna say I love that the Otmar is just all
Otmar is showing. All right, great. So that
Sick.
happens.
What's your name, bro? What's your
So
name?
Me, sir. Pitariel. That's my name.
Sick. Tariel. You're my kraken man.
Sweet, dude. Awesome.
Sir Ravi Otmar.
Oh, well, glad to be in your service, sir. Follow me this way. We're going to the upper ward, I've been told. And you see this, so sort of like up high on the hill, and you see this giant like palace at the very top of the hill. That's sort of the inner, at the very top of the town. There's like this giant spire castle looking thing. And then the nice
This?
part of town is
Why is
there's
there
a
an
map.
N? Why is there an N on the top?
That's north. It indicates, yeah. So anyway, you guys
Otherwise,
are
it's
heading up
just
to
a drawing.
it's just a drawing. You guys make your way up to the upper ward. You're shown to a very nice manse outside outside the main palace gates. of course, and the you're very nice accommodations. You're sort of left to yourself. General Thaniel, as you guys are leaving, says, "Well, if you need any additional support, or you'd like to be involved in the planning of the war games, milady, of course, you'd be welcome to. We may have need of your champions, perhaps depending on the game as is presented at nightfall, depending on what it is. We don't know. The anticipation is killing me."
More war games can happen tonight?
Well, we find out what the next day's war game
okay.
is tonight.
Okay.
We have the night to prepare. But right now,
Sounds great. We're anxious to find out what it's going to be, and we're going to have a sweet plan right after that Kraken platter.
right after that Kraken platter. Yeah, so you guys, people are already, like, crews are already showing up to, like, rebuild the tower and, like, do all kinds of, repairs and things like that.
So are we in, like, closed doors? See ya, Captain.
you
See you
guys are
tomorrow.
now,
Or see you tonight.
Yeah, you're dropped off by.
Is there, like, a ball
Petariel
going on or
and-
something? Or
There's many festivities throughout the city. Yes, of course.
night?
There
All
will
right,
be
cool.
a grand reception at the
just an itinerary would be great.
I'm sorry.
Just an itinerary of tonight's
Yes.
happenings
I'll
would
get
be
my people
good.
to send it to your to
Yeah,
the Oracle.
Panari, what was his name?
Petariel.
Petariel. Yeah, that one. Let me. My boy Petariel. Petariel.
Yeah, I'm actually supposed to be on guard duty at the wall later today.
No, someone else will cover that. It's cool.
Awesome. Okay.
You're in the service of the Oracle now.
Oh. Oh wow.
And
gotta
she's hungry for sushi.
I gotta go tell my mom.
After the Kraken platter.
Right. Kraken platter. I don't think that's how that works, but I'll see what I can do. Okay, be back. A little
Cool.
bit.
Thanks, Captain. And we close the doors.
Not
right?
captain.
No,
Yeah,
the other
if he's
captain.
a captain.
Oh, the general?
General.
Yeah,
Thanks,
he's a
General. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I stayed down here at the wall to oversee things. I said goodbye when you left. I gave you all this information.
right.
That's all right. All right.
Close the doors. Does it seem like we're alone?
I'll look out the window. I kind of.
Does it seem like we're alone?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like
What
anyone.
the fuck is going on?
I don't know, man.
We're not staying for these war games, Ravi. There's like so many things happening right now in this world that we have to figure out and help with.
Who is this oracle that got appointed?
I don't know.
Is this the Shadow King?
I mean, it's definitely
It has
a
to be.
big, long plan. If it's delay her, put a false person on the throne.
Yeah.
I don't know. He said my brother was there, which means
I mean,
maybe he's alive.
Maybe he is alive.
hopefully he's alive, but I don't think that's him. If you're being impostered, I would highly doubt that your brother is. I don't know, because they're not supposed to be due back for 4 more days, 5 more days.
Well, 3 days. Yeah,
3 days.
3 days time, the ship should arrive. If all went according to plan, which at this point we realize nothing quite did.
Since day 1.
But
No, we had a nice party on day 1.
Oh, sorry, day 2.
yeah, you and the dips. Why do you keep bringing that
I don't keep bringing up
Oh,
the dips.
I opened the door. Don't forget the dips.
He loves dips.
What? What do you mean?
Mayonnaise, ketchup,
trying
dips.
to get a piece of a dead kraken off of a castle ruin.
Cocktail sauce,
And we need a red sauce to dip it in.
Why is he still within earshot?
horseradish.
You're yelling down across the town down to the harbor like, "Oh."
Ma, the meatloaf.
In our,
You find another guy who goes to take a message to Petariel.
It just says dips, question mark.
Sexy goblin? Question mark.
Fantastic.
The fuck is a dip?
Well, what do you,
Yeah. She seems
no.
a bit just generally confused by all of
yeah.
I have a tangent.
We are all confused. So how long would it take to get to Gold Point from here?
That's actually my question. You said from Bronze Gate we
can
could
have-
get to Gold Point faster. Not that
Teleport.
we should right now, but what is that?
Like magically or like caravan E?
There are means of transport that would be available to us here that would not necessarily be. Were we to continue on foot, it would take us far too long. Additional 5 days, maybe, if we kept up a good pace.
However, technically you're already anointed, but not really.
Well, I
So does that give us
certainly
more
wasn't there, no.
time or less time?
Well, I think getting there before the boats are supposed to show up.
That's a fair point.
That does seem like a good. Maybe it'll give us time to suss all this out.
But I also don't know if you should show up in Gold Point right now.
That's kind of where I'm coming at, is like, do we have more time to kind of like, not more in the sense, but like recon and maybe get some more tidbits of what's going on? And we don't have to like get there right away and be like, hey, you're an imposter. You know what I mean? Like, we don't really have a plan
Perhaps-
for that. So since she's like, I don't know.
Just a little.
We can get there, and if we have a ship, we can get there in a day. We can get there in
Well, I mean, they think you're the Oracle, which
I
you
am
are.
the Oracle. What are you
But they
talking
think
about?
that you are the one that just got
I
pointed.
wasn't. If the coronation took place,
I think we could probably get a boat, I guess is my point.
I think that yes, they, and as long as no one is there to say otherwise, they think I'm the person at the Capitol right now.
Right. But here, we could get the boat to go to the capital, I guess is what I'm
Yes,
saying.
we could probably requisition.
They'll probably accommodate you.
Yes.
Or do we keep you somewhere safe where we figure out in Gold Point what's happening?
That was my question, is do we, run and gun and try to get up there as soon as possible, or do we lay low and let some stuff play out?
So my fear is that everyone on the boats isn't dead. No one is dead on the boat. But as soon as the boats that like know what happened come to shore, like
They will be dead.
that's exactly it. Like whoever has engineered this is, I mean, if they're
Already
impersonating
setting up-
you and your brother, like they're probably not going to leave loose ends of boats coming in to ruin it all.
So like Anara, the land? No, the land Anara.
Oh yes.
We got three.
country.
We got
Yep.
three Nars on the table right now.
The land of Anara.
Yes.
So
The
are we on the
Elven
same side, like Bronze Gate is the same side, same coastal side?
No. So Bronze Gate is on the
East
west coast, the east coast, and
So
Gold
we'd have
Point
to
is on the
circumvent
western
on
coast.
like in a boat to get all the way around.
And
That's
Ravi,
not
Julius
how
isn't so
boats work around here.
What?
Yeah, wait, what?
Hashtag airship?
There's possibly a more direct route. That's how we normally transport things between Gold Point and Bronze Gate.
Not another one of your discs. I thought that's what you were talking about before.
No, I've given my recent experience, I don't think that's a very good idea. They're also very hard to come by.
Fair.
Mine kind of broke last time.
Same.
And I don't think that would be the best way. But there are ways to travel over land rather quickly.
Via boat?
A ship, yes.
Interesting. Land ship.
But would you be okay with that kind of boat?
I mean, I'm going to be.
I'm not going to mince words here because I know you guys don't know. It's a flying boat. It's an airship. Yes, yes.
Hashtag airship.
Not like a big blimpy thing. Like
We're
you're
way
thinking.
better than that.
We're way better than that. Crystal technology is really cool. No big deal.
So are you cool with like flying in the air?
I mean, I think I would have been cool with like on the sea also. But yes, no, flying in the air sounds great.
I thought you mentioned. I might have imagined that.
No, I don't like boats. But I mean,
Okay.
if it was about like, I don't know, saving Anara, I would suck it up.
Gotcha.
Right. Well, I
Just
think
like, are you good with this? Immediately.
yes.
I
Were
mean,
you asking her or him? Who are you asking if they're okay with it?
No, I was
off
reiterating.
table.
Oh,
Off
never
table.
I mean, yeah. We're not staying? Are we staying for the second day of the Krakenfest though?
You asked me if I'm good on the river, on a boat. Like, ask him if he's good abandoning day 2 of the festival.
Yeah, I'm good. I was playing along like your crazy thing
The
said.
elves on that ship, when you guys were on the top of that tower celebrating, you should have seen. Well, from my vantage point, I didn't see too clearly, but You guys were the heroes of that thing. You were standing up you were silhouetted against the sunlight and everything. I mean, this town is like in our debt right now, I feel like.
So are you for staying or?
I'm just saying, I'm just trying to put all the pieces on the table right now. We have possibly the right oracle.
That's fair.
She
That's
could be
fair.
the wrong one,
Shit's
too.
fair.
I think you're
What
the
do you
right
mean?
one. Just so you know, I think you are the right one.
For the record.
But you also
Thank
were
you.
just in a cave. You weren't on the ship either. You were in a sunken library on land when you should have been on a ship. And so, just like,
I mean, I
let's keep it
remember
all.
things that happened before that. I remember the party and the dips. I remember that.
Okay, I don't know how. That's
How
true.
could I be?
Fair
Fair
point.
point.
Touche.
Okay.
I mean, all right.
All I'm saying though is
We
that
spoke with the first. Okay, never mind. That's fine.
no, I
We
just
had
thought
a
there was
religious
small chance-
experience together.
I know, I agree. I just thought there was a small chance maybe this was not the right one. You could see where I'm coming
I
from.
feel like
She's like, I'm not even gonna warn that with an answer. I'm not even gonna respond to that.
I feel like all
I'm gonna respond to
cred
that.
you had when you fertilized seeds together has now been
That was definitely more of like a
completely.
It was a
I know that.
platonic type of thing that we.
It was strictly
I don't-
platonic.
I knew that.
Well, it certainly was now.
Yeah.
It certainly is now.
But I guess my other point is this city is kind of in our debt, right now. We were the champions of day one.
Not yet. Well, day one, but we're not the champions yet.
If we go to Gold Point now, we're 3 against an oracle who's commanding Gold Point, basically, right? Would that oracle and the brother have the full city of Gold Point at their disposal?
More than likely. I mean,
They're already anointed, so.
we are here. This is the seat of military power for my people. If we could get them,
Kind of where I was like, do we go or do we stay?
if someone has usurped the throne in some way, it wouldn't hurt to have
The entire
help of
military on
the-
our side?
of the Navy and the
Not to mention a
military on the
Kraken?
way to back us up.
Of course, it started with a lie.
I
with
don't
Thaniel.
know how much the Marinans actually control that thing. Is more corral it. I don't think it's like
Fair.
their friend, but
Friend.
it's just a big sea monster squid thing. But
So then,
So where are you at then?
yeah, to paraphrase the play, paraphrase the play. So we stick around, we win the war games, we tell Bronze Gate's authorities like, hey, by the way, there's a fake oracle that just got, and we need your military in case there's a war.
That's going to be a hard sell.
I think any of this is a hard sell. But I also think it's
Winning is not a hard sell.
But she is lucky. You're right. Winning is not a hard sell.
She is lucky.
mostly.
And I think you're kind of
so-
lucky
Do I
too.
still feel it? Like the luck? Like, does she still have that luck presence? Is there still a
make an insight
aura
check.
of that?
Yeah.
I know it's like not like just on constantly.
Yeah, but like the first night you met on the balcony and like things were just sort of
yes.
Ooh.
Insight?
Yes.
Oh, I have less of a bonus, but dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah, there's still like, this sort of reassuring feeling that you get being in this woman's
Yeah.
presence. Like things, haven't gone great for you guys the
Yeah.
last couple days.
But we did win.
But but like, you keep sort of like you showed up at the right at the beginning of this battle and you were able to win the day, prove yourself. You were able to find your way through this nearly impossible Mazorinth, and you found the 1 in a million shot that little shard would have
Godstone.
revealed itself
We also have
You
those
know.
at our disposal.
before.
Disposal might not be the right word, but yes.
So yeah, there's definitely
Hey,
like
I
something
mean, when push comes to
something
shove,
like she's
should have just thrown that at the crack.
she's something special, Ravi. You just get the
She's
feeling.
something special.
But she Inara said, I can certainly see having the Inaran Navy and military at our disposal, or at least on our side, would be something to have. It will take them longer than us to get there, but if we know they're on the way, maybe we can suss out what's going on.
Yeah.
And they're not going to leave unless we win. If they go into day 3, that's an extra day we don't have. If we can help them secure a victory tomorrow,
Buys us a day. See?
we could leave. We could leave as soon as the games are declared.
Do you want to leave? Is that what you feel we need to do?
If there's a chance that my brother's alive and in Gold Point, I have to go find him.
Do you really think your
And
brother
I-
would go along with this?
Unless
Well,
he doesn't
It's
know.
got to be a
He's
really good imposter.
Or he
he's-
doesn't know that
Or
his sister...
he is also an imposter and they haven't even arrived yet.
Well, in that case, if there's an imposter sitting in Gold Point, who looks like me, I'm alive.
But also an imposter of your
And if
brother.
there's someone who's impersonating my brother, then perhaps he's alive as well. If he is an imposter,
That's how imposters work.
You're right. You're right. It is. You're a smart one, Orrin. Oh shucks. Oh, shucks and golly gee. So I think she definitely thinks it's a good idea to have like at least some of the military. Maybe that was what she was asking about the War Council for. To maybe that would be an opportunity to see what's going on and maybe get them on your side.
But then she does want to leave.
She
after
wants
the
to get to
games.
Gold Point. She
Laying low is not what she wants to do.
I think she's open to that idea because she doesn't think like coming in guns blazing is going to be the best way to do this.
We have no
because
idea what the hell's going on.
No.
It is a
It'd
bit
be
of a
3
delicate
people.
situation.
We try to get the
Versus
military
10.
on our side. If
So
we
that's-
happen to be here for the war games, that might help things, but maybe,
Well, it sounds like that
maybe
is a
not.
thing. Like, end the war games as soon as possible. Help them win, so then it's over. So then we can start figuring stuff out, and they're not in games for a whole other day. I think that's kind of on the table right now.
That is on the table. Yeah.
That's kind of like maybe first.
So if you guys leave,
Order.
you can leave now, but you won't have a chance to get to have any backing. It will just be you guys going into Gold
Against
Point.
the capital of
Yeah.
the elves?
against
the
uh,
imposter of the
sounds-
capital of the elves.
that sounds like
or
a
so we
superpower.
think.
And we can't really blend in. It's not like we can lay low in
I
the city
mean,
of
we
Gold
have
Point.
war paint.
It's true.
It's more like jerseys and like woo face painting for
I guess now the face painting at least
games.
makes sense.
Oh, it makes a lot more sense.
It's like people are taking time
I was
to
gonna,
stop.
They
I was
do
gonna
that
say,
in
I was
war,
like,
though, too.
I was gonna say last episode.
Krakenfest!
Oh, the paints. That's
Yeah.
why.
You guys were walking like through the city back up to the upper ward, and there were definitely like just, songs and people generally carrying
Getting
on
drunk
like
and
Yeah.
in
celebrating.
Krakenfest attire. You'd notice like there's definitely like t-shirts and shit on for sale.
Great.
But they do. Well, we should
Get your
stop at the merch
Krakenfest
tent.
t-shirt.
Krakenfest
We should,
25.
we should stop at the merch tent though, regardless of what we're doing.
We gotta stop the merch. We gotta stop.
Man, we
the
can't
merch.
show up to the Capitol and be like, this is the real Oracle, just like decked out head to toe at Krakenfest. Like in swag.
But
Krakenfest
if we're wearing,
825.
but if we're wearing like a tentacle as armor, that would be sick. Anyways, so I think here's what we are. So that's probably that's kind of like for like time constraint. We kind of want to get that done.
Mhm.
We want to stay end Krakenfest so then we can get down to business. But I think where we're struggling with is the crux to me feels like if and when the ships, if they're left, because we have no idea, are going to arrive, and if we want to intercept that
We
arrival.
need to. Yeah, we need to do
That's
that.
the question of because if we don't want to see that out, then I think laying low is what we should do.
Correct.
Well, how
But
do
if-
these airships work? Do they have to be sailed over land? Can they sail over the waters?
Yeah, they can sail.
So then, in theory,
We could go meet them before they
we
get
or
here.
we could at least go attempt to look like if we triangulated or gave a decent estimate of what like trajectory these ships would be coming in on
Uh-huh.
that your brother was on.
We could try to intercept them before they hit land.
Or we could send a party, some scouts or some a military ship that way while we don't expose
And
ourselves.
Petariel can lead them.
I'm sorry, what? Oh, your Kraken platters here, guys.
Oh, sick!
So it's like some, like fried foods, cocktails.
He's just like standing there the whole time. You're like, You're what now? What are you guys talking about?
Sorry, you said someone's impersonating the Oracle? She's right there.
Now we gotta kill him.
No, I trusted you.
That was your first mistake.
Ravi, no.
You knew he was
About
going to go
that time,
dark.
Patariel does come back with the food, so
You
he's
knew he was
you
going
know.
to go dark.
Oh, thanks, Patariel. Thanks.
Yeah, bro. Don't worry. Krakenfest.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
All right, get out of here. I slammed the door.
What? No tip? From outside the door.
I open the door, but I don't show my face. I flick him in an iron gold coin.
Holy shit! You hear the like run away.
Or like ting ting ting. He's like running down after it.
Yeah, he misses it. He tries to grab it. Oh, hold on. Yeah, he misses it. You hear ting ting ting. Oh shit! The stairs.
No, not the sewer.
Oh, sewer great. Oh man. Just
That
my
was his own
luck.
fault.
He walks out. And you defeated
like
the
that
big bad
idea.
evil guy. You guys, you saw right through his ruse. That was the BBEG right there. Patariel. He was gonna.
He was
And all it took
he
was
the
an
next
Anar
iteration
coin.
of the Shadow King.
We won?
Yeah, you won. You guys won the campaign.
Level
Fantastic.
Sweet. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah, DC20 is great.
Woo! All right. So it's about. So what are you guys doing? The rest of, you have a little bit of time
Points.
before sundown, and that's when the next game is to be. Points. That's when the next game is supposed to be announced.
Well, I think Inara needs to be convening with the War Council a little bit.
Well, I am with you, but I also feel like the order of operations here, I think, is also important. Because if we're like, hey guys, I know War Games is going to start tomorrow, but check it out, she's actually the real Oracle, and there's an imposter on the throne.
No. That's the other thing we have to figure out. Do we even tell them that?
Well, otherwise, Inara, are you allowed to just requisition the Navy and be like, you guys are coming with me now?
If they don't think I'm the real Inara, then
Like, that's what I'm saying. If we
Maybe
open
not.
up the concept that there's an imposter, like, they've never met the Oracle, they would have the same deductive reasoning that Orrin did of like, well, if there's an imposter, how do we know you're not the imposter? You know what I mean? Like, if we open that can of worms, that can go like several ways. Whereas right now, they're already under the assumption that she is.
Right.
So do we open?
Right. So then you're just like, cool. So in your world where we don't tell them that there's an imposter, it's just like, hey, I'm going to need all the ships now, and we need to go to Gold Point.
I mean,
And eventually we're going to have to say, and there's the imposter. Like, the imposter is coming out at some point. We have to mention that at some point.
true.
But I know the
So
order
when
of
is that going
operations.
to? Yeah, when and how do we even break that news?
I mean, I guess at this point, I just
However, she is the semblance of luck.
that's what I was going to say. is
So
that,
we
like-
do have that going for us.
And I mean, maybe we have 2 Godstones, right? Maybe give her
Just
one.
that might
apparently
go a long
of
way in
Inara herself.
proving our case.
Or just to like, I don't know, like let her borrow it for the conversation because maybe it'll do
Something.
things to help us.
I think that might.
Is there a possibility that they would have heard of the attack, the Sahagin attack here, and like
The
appointed
ships
another?
haven't arrived yet. Like the only people that you know who have made it to this continent are Inara, the 3 of you,
Yeah.
and perhaps her brother.
The Sea Elves might be helpful in that instance. I feel like they're the ones that would be the best to intercept.
They can move through the water faster than most ships. They might have information as well.
But then that gets
But
to the order of
next time we'll see
operations
them
that we
will
have to
be
tell them what's
tomorrow
going
morning
on.
during the.
We wouldn't see them
games.
tonight at all during the
Well, once the
celebrations?
game is announced, the War Council will convene and put together any strategy they may wish to. I, as the Oracle, I can, and you as the champions of today's games can sit in on that War Council and offer additional input and advice. And maybe, perhaps that would be the time to let them know. I don't know. And if we we do have something that I don't think that whoever is in Gold Point would have, and that would be what you talked about, the shard of the Godstone.
And maybe another one in Aura. And I'll take off my necklace and I'll say, is this another Godstone right here?
And she, gently sort of holds it up as you hold it out to her, and and you see it sort of like as she touches it, it kind of
Starts
glows
glowing.
and pulses with that same purple energy that you saw before come out of the other one, and she says, yes, how did you come by this? Where were you?
Kind of a long story. Is it the same? Is it Inara's Godstone?
It seems to be. It's sort of.
I'll pull the other
feels-
one out and put it
Yeah,
next
she
to
sort of
it.
holds both of them. You see, she's sort of like almost vibrating.
I'm kind
with,
of like guarded with it. I'm still just like,
yeah, she's not taking it out of your
Yeah,
hands
yeah,
or anything like
yeah.
that. She's just sort of look. She's sort of focusing on them, meditating, maybe, sort of trying to discern what they are. And she's like, I believe these are both Inaran pieces of a Godstone from Inara herself. This is in the same way that the land is Inara, the goddess is Inara. These are Inara as well.
We are in our.
Everything is Inara.
5 Inaras on the board right now.
We got
5 Inaras.
We got the rocks. We got the
the imposter. So how I understand that it seems very magical and everything, but how could these help us?
Well, if my people believe that are you eating it? Are you eating the Kraken platter? Okay. I'm like, you just eat a Godstone?
No, I don't
do
have a Godstone.
All right.
Not
This
anymore.
Kraken is delicious.
She says,
right?
my people believe that these are, these are powerful talismans and omens of the will of the being that they belong to. That these would not have come across our paths if Inara did not will it, and what little control and manifestation she can have in this world is channeled through things like this, pieces of immense magical power and focus, that I think it might be enough just by possessing these that we might be able to sway some of the military leaders, the war council, to our side. It would be
Now we have to put together a PowerPoint presentation.
Slides.
I mean, these are in my culture. This is literally a mandate
Number one.
from Inara herself.
What the gods finding
That
the gods?
these have found their way to us. Would lend a lot of credence to our
it's evidence to
our
your
case.
to your throne used loosely,
To your
Yeah,
claim.
it's not,
to your
it's not
claim
an
of the
actual
oracle
throne, but
ship.
Yes, I mean,
If it comes to that, if it comes to politics.
yeah, there may be magical means if to prove who I am. If this other person is some kind of illusionist, or if it's some kind of magical appearance of me, or my people in Gold Point know what I look like, and they know my brother, so they would have to at least look like us.
So we need to do enough of a job of convincing enough people that you are the right one so that we can even get to that point in the first place, to where we can put you with the imposter and prove that you are the real one. We have to get to that point.
That would certainly be a solid way to prove
all
anything.
things in all time. Like, we don't have to hash out the entirety of the plan.
No.
right
Yeah, we
here,
barely know anything still.
now.
Yeah.
But like, it sounds like we're gonna have a day on an airship ride at the very least to work out the logistics of getting what we do once we get there.
Yes, and we don't have to land right in the palace square. We can.
Are we
make our way.
still circling out to the sea or no?
That's just an idea. I think, or if we don't, then sending like a ship to warn them, because I just can't imagine if there are survivors that they are going to be welcomed with open
Oh, heck no.
arms when they get to that shore.
So I guess number one thing then is we need to put together a presentation to the people we are with now.
It's always schoolwork and partying with this guy.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
like, gotta do a PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah, I gotta write the essay
5,000
tonight.
All right, write your essay.
5,000 word essay.
Great.
Why you are
And
the
then
real Oracle.
Krakenfest. Okay.
Then Krakenfest. But we have to figure out a way to convince these people that there is an imposter situation and we have the real one.
I mean, the first
Sorry,
thing we have to
you
deal-
are the real one. We don't have you.
Well,
My
I
mistake.
appreciate the vote of confidence.
I think with the only thing we really have to do is ask the Navy here to send a ship out to intercept.
So we're not telling the truth.
Well, no, but that's our goal right now. Is we have to intercept that ship, right? That's what you were saying.
Or at least find out if there are ships coming back to warn them. Yeah, so if we don't go on our airship, we need to get a boat. Someone needs to go tell these people that they are coming back to a trap.
Right.
Yeah, and if we aren't those people to go intercept them, then
Someone
we
else
would
has
have
to
to
be.
find someone to do that.
Yeah. Then
In which
maybe-
case, we would have to come up with whether it's a true or false story to get them on
Well-
our side to go do it.
I mean, we can use the truth with the, if we're talking about commandeering the Navy for this political
Yeah.
for this coup.
Reverse coup.
It's a re-coup.
It's like a man in the iron mask situation.
Not familiar with that
So if we're
story.
going to
What?
requisition
Oh.
the Navy for the man in the iron mask situation that we find ourselves in,
Or they man in the iron mask us.
Are we MIT IMing this? Oh my god.
Or they did that to you.
Wait, am I in the iron? Wait, in this scenario, are you wearing a mask? I'm confused.
I don't know.
Anyways,
We're all pretty
Have some more
weary.
dip.
I actually got her. Put it in the butter. You're supposed to dip it in the butter first. It is the thing, and it's
You've
supposed to
definitely
be.
have like
you've
big
eaten Kraken
bibs.
before?
Well, it's supposed to be
like
warm.
big plastic bibs with like Kraken tentacles.
man.
Like-
I'm not
Oh
eating
man, you are
the
right.
butter.
The butter
Yeah.
is
It should
first.
be warm. It should be warm.
I mean, it's just not the same, right? Fresh caught is just so much better, you know?
I mean, I can fire shield.
I'm not feeling so great. Can I get Ptolemine? Ptolemy? What is his name?
Vitariel.
Can we get Tariel?
Hey, yo, Pretaria!
I was, hey guys, what's going on?
You want some healing? What do you need?
I
buddy?
do, but Tariel, and I pull out these mushrooms. I was like, you need to boil.
Whoa, man, this is hardcore, dude. Like, all right, cool.
Are they?
I like to party. I like to party. Don't get me wrong.
Damn, my man!
It is Krakenfest. That's not Tariel.
Pretaria.
Tariel.
Vitariel.
Please put these. Can you get these boiling in some water?
Oh, okay.
And then I need it to be reduced down.
Yeah.
And I want you to put the reduction. Get rid of the mushrooms. Put the reduction in kind of a little sealable,
jar.
container.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
But
get a
like, we're in
jar.
like a house, man. I'm sure they have like a pot.
Yeah,
and
get
some
do
water.
that.
Oh, you want me to go in
Is there a
your
kitchen here?
kitchen in your Oh, I mean, okay,
I thought
cool.
room service. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's
I mean, you have
that's
ranks
cool.
in home ec, right?
I mean, I'm supposed to like literally be rebuilding the gate right now.
Yeah.
But this is fine. I'll go
They're not gonna
boil
miss
some
you, man.
mushroom water. That sounds like something I could do.
Reduce it.
Cool. Yeah, no, I
1
like to
hour.
party. I like
1
to party,
hour.
man. I
Reduce
get
it.
it. I
Bring
get
the
it.
reduction in a jar. Dispose of the mushrooms, please.
Yeah, all right.
He's gonna
I
walk
got
in.
you,
He's gonna
bro.
be like, bro. Just like high as hell.
Darn he was. Fucking crazy.
It's healing potion, I think.
All right, I'm gonna go do it. Look, I like to party. I like to party. Don't worry.
It's not for
I'll be in the
partying.
kitchen.
I need it for my health, please.
Oh, it's okay. Cool. Yeah. No, you want like a healing potion or something? Because I could probably go get one of those. You like this mushroom? You know what?
If you
I'm
have a
going to the
list,
mushrooms.
I
I'm
have a
doing the
list.
mushrooms.
I have a list. I need a net. I need 2 daggers, and I'd like 50 feet of rope, please.
Oh, that sounds like something you should go shopping for. Yourself. But
You just said you could get me.
I'm good. No, yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool, man. I like to party. No,
All right, you know what? Forget
So
it.
he's
Forget
like-
it.
he's already on to the
Okay,
kitchen and
okay.
he's like writing down the shopping list.
Tariel!
He has no idea how he got here.
I got him here. I picked him out and I got him here.
He's like, what is my fucking life? I'm making mushrooms.
Better than it was before.
Make a mushroom
walking.
juice. All right, sweet.
I shouldn't. I'm usually the help, so I shouldn't.
No, this is what happens. This is how the cycle perpetuates
know,
itself.
I know.
As
This
soon
is
as you
all-
get
this
some
is
power,
yeah.
you're like, do the shit.
So at sunset comes about. What is anybody else doing?
If we're
What are we doing? Are we staying?
What are we doing, you guys?
Where's this going? What's going on?
Well, I think we should go to the War Council and find out about
yes,
that
before
stuff
War
tonight.
Council, though, I feel like if we're going to be truth-telling to everybody, you're an oracle. Do you see visions of future things and stuff?
Well, I've had a few visions since I was chosen as the oracle. Yes, I have.
So, I learned that there's a prophecy about me. And that I'm supposed to confront and kill the Elven Oracle. And then I hand her a note from my father.
Okay.
So she can read it.
You don't have to hand it to me.
Yeah.
I know what it says. Inara doesn't.
However, in light of new information, perhaps prophecies aren't always like black and white, like straightforward. So perhaps it's me helping you defeat the imposter oracle. And maybe that's my purpose here, as that I was just learned from my father. Does this mean anything to you?
She reads the letter and sort of like gets to the end where it says you need to, by magical or martial means, you need to kill the oracle. You need to end the life of the oracle, I believe is what it specifically says. Take the life of. I'm taking the life. She says, I have had a vision of, it was my first vision. It was how I knew that I was the next oracle. It was a vision of darkness and shadow, complete, covering the entire world. And I saw tens of thousands of people dead. But there was one small ray of light. And that is where my vision differed from every other oracle who saw this day. And this light came from a town on the edge of the Vortorian Empire, on the coast, that I came to know was called Jorva. And that light in my vision was the only thing that could hold back the shadow and the darkness. And it grew, and it grew, until the shadow was kept at bay by the brightness of this one single light that grew to save the entire world. But getting that light to fruition, to kindle it like a small flame, is a very precarious path that we walk. And I knew that that was my calling. To help that light to grow, to hold back the shadow. There's only one chance that it would work. When we found the way through the storm wall, I knew it was time to act, and that the prophecy was going to come true. So we set sail to find this place called Jorva, and it led me to the three of you. I don't know the prophecies of the blood of Otmar, but I was shown a vision of light and shadow, something that I knew I would have to find the light in others to help me fight the shadow. And I knew it was a dangerous game, a dangerous path that I was treading, but I knew I had to go myself. And I hope this means that you're not going to kill me. At least right now. At least we can But
Julius did it.
Like hold up
Perhaps-
some flour. I already did.
Perhaps this is
Some poison or something.
perhaps this is all fitting. That this would happen now. You know, I think that your father has been swayed by an ancient power that seeks harm, that is perhaps even in league with the Shadow King himself. I don't
It's possible.
know, but it seems that these prophecies, they don't at least come from Inara or anything that I know of. That's not to say there's not other powers that have the power of foresight and prophecy out there. I tend to think that any prophecies that deal in death and ultimatums of stealing magic and things like that are not from any positive forces in the world.
No.
I could be wrong. I don't know.
I would tend to agree. But I also know, I guess, for prophecies, there's just
If
said one way, but it might be interpreted differently depending on who gets their hands on it.
this is, yes. This is certainly a path I have not seen a vision of. We are treading into unknown, uncharted territories, my friends. My gift of foresight is unreliable at best. I can't control it. I hope to, one day, given the chance. But if there is an imposter claiming to be the Oracle, they could very easily misguide the elven people. And that could certainly lead to woe on the behalf of both my people and what they might do to the rest of the world if the Shadow King is allowed to hold sway. Or
When it could be, like you said, the source. If they're pretending to be an oracle, it could be the source of the more negative prophecy energy.
yes, I never told you what I asked the Oracle in that temple, did I?
No, but I also don't think you need to.
Very well.
I'm interested.
I mean, as are we all, but it's also,
I get it. Oh, that's true. I get it.
it's just a, I mean,
No, that's not.
that's yours to tell if you want, if you want, but we're certainly not pressuring you to.
Thank you, Ravi. I think it might be a. I think it might be a. Oh, you passed me one of those Kraken. Yes. Thank you. I think it might be relevant to the discussion at hand. So I thought maybe I would
Fair enough.
like to share it. What the Oracle told me was, well, she told me, and at that moment you hear outside, fireworks! There's more fireworks going on. The game has been announced. The sun has set. And you guys rush out to the balcony, interrupting this moment. And you see, as the last sunlight disappears over the hill, right? Because we're, away from the ocean. It's
Let's
not,
go with
it's
it.
yeah, because you're on the east coast. So you see sort of floating out in just outside of the gate is a little buoy with a big green and blue banner. The fireworks are announcing that the next game has been announced, and it looks like it is Capture the Flag. And you look behind you up at High
Sweet.
Tower, And sticking up, there's a big purple and white flag, the Kraken, the Marinen colors, waving from a banner that has been raised in response to this other one. Inara looks at you and says, well, I suppose I'll have to wait for another day. The War Council has been convened. Now that the game has been announced. Are you still with me, my friends?
Capture the Flag was my best game at school, so let's do this.
I mean, either we're with you or I live the rest of my life out in Bronze Gate doing
God knows what.
There are worse
Krakenfest?
places. Krakenfest, baby.
It is delicious, but this only happens once a year. I mean,
Yes.
yeah.
All right, so you guys can head over to the War Council and state your case if you would like to.
Yeah, I mean, I think
we have time for that. We do.
Cool. I think we like do that at the end. Like we plan the capture the flag first, and then we're like,
Yeah.
hey.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even know if we're like, hey. I wonder if we just learn. I wonder if this is a learning opportunity for us here.
Sure. Yeah.
No, but for like the whole, this is the
This is the real Oracle.
Yeah,
And
that part. Like we do the War Council and we put in our 2 cents and whatever comes. But then after that's done is when you were saying,
Yeah.
hey, look, this is what we're dealing with here. Like outside of the war games.
oh, once we finish the capture the flag, you mean?
After we finish the council, not
Oh.
so tonight we tell them before the
No,
game.
I
I'll
just-
follow your lead.
Great. Done. Sold.
All right. So you, Inara, and the three of you and Inara head up to the Grand Tower, the large castle at the very top of this, sort of bluff that leads down to the bay. And you're shown into. It's a very quite opulent palace. Certainly it is a fortress unto itself. This is definitely a sort of a military centric type of place. And so it's fortifications are pretty robust throughout this entire. It's more of a castle fortress than a like palace, right? And you're shown into a large sort of war room chamber, and it has a large table that is shaped like the continent of Inara that you are on, with Fenora there, just sort of, like where they have all their war councils and crazy stuff like that. You see General Thaniel is there.
Just Fatario. I guess we left Fatario.
He'll just
Like,
put our
oh, hey
stuff.
guys, just want to see if you want any refills on the. Oh, I got your mushroom juice, by the way. You got, guys, guys. You just hear like echoing, guys, as you guys walk in. And General Thaniel is there, and he says, yes, capture the flag it is, the game's afoot. Glad you could join us, champions, your majesty. Motions to Inara. And he says,
Oh yeah, this is my best game.
excellent, great. We have a ringer in our midst. Exciting. As the reigning champions and declared winners of today's festivities, you have first crack at going after the
See what he did there?
Krakenfest 825.
825?
Yes,
That's the year.
Yeah. I was
is
just
the year.
Yeah.
What is it? What is it again? What do you do?
Actually,
Kraken.
yeah, 825.
Kraken. What's happening?
Krakenfest. Blah, 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 blah. Just do this. I don't know. Jazz fingers. Those aren't spirit fingers. These are spirit fingers.
It's like an opposite butterfly. It's like
Yeah, Krakenfest. I like it. Yeah. So he says, we are supposed to send an elite team to get the flag from the water and bring it back here.
the water's the one we have to go get.
Yes, we have to go get our flag and bring it back
Oh,
here. They have to
yeah,
get
yeah.
their flag, which he points up to, like, you guys are on the top of the the big tower. There's a big flagpole up
Yeah.
there on a little parapet. They have to get their flag, bring it back to them, bring it back to their base. That's how capture. You said you played this game before.
I was just making sure which
Yeah,
one we
well,
were
right.
grabbing.
It doesn't seem like an even playing
some-
field.
Sometimes you grab your own. Sometimes you
Well,
grab
they
theirs.
will try to infiltrate our at daybreak is when the game officially begins. You can't always trust that. Sometimes people try to get ahead of things, but you never know. We have to sneak out into the bay, get our flag without them seeing, and get back here. And the rules, of course, no teleportation magic. You're not allowed to jump and just come back. That seems silly.
Yeah, then what's
and-
the point of capture the flag if you can just boop?
Yeah, it looks like it kind of defeats
Spell
the
duel.
purpose, right? Yeah. So the more sneaky you are about it, the less seen you are, the easier it is, obviously, to get through their formidable defenses. They will certainly be guarding our flag in their territory as best they can, as will we are. We already have guards circling the parapet above us. We won't be caught with our pants down, no, sir. And
No, always on guard. Always on guard.
so let's talk strategy. How do we want to go about it? Small incursion force? Yeah, yes.
Do we know where
Nunchuck
our
wielding
flag
gentlemen.
is? Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's the buoy in the middle in the middle of the lake.
Yes.
Or in the
our
middle of the
flag has
harbor.
Yes, we saw it in the harbor.
Outside the Bronze Gate or inside the Bronze Gate?
Outside the Bronze Gate, which is there
In the open water.
in open water. Yes. Yes.
And their flag is up at the top.
The top of the high tower right above us, he points up, this big glass domed place. You can see there's a
Yeah,
parapet
so they have to
around
go
it.
get theirs on land / in the air, and we have to get their ours in the water where they.
And I'm sorry if this is offensive. Do they know how to? Can they breathe? Do they breathe air? Are they like fish, or are they more?
Oh, aquatic elves, you mean? Well, yes. No, they can breathe
Are they
air.
amphibious selves?
It just seems like
Yeah,
we
no,
have
they can
our
breathe air. They
disadvantage.
can breathe underwater.
I mean, we
and-
can't breathe underwater.
I know.
Can
That's
you?
no. That's why they can.
Is that your
have
special
disadvantage.
skills, bro?
No, but we have those flowers that, like, we can not be underwater.
Where we levitate? I don't know how that's going to help us.
How far out is it?
Well, it would help us from drowning.
It's about. I mean, it's maybe it's visible from. I mean, it's visible from where you are. It's a pretty, tall.
No, yeah, but like
pole
how far
floating
out
buoy.
in the like?
Oh, like. I don't know, probably like half a mile, maybe. It's not like.
Whoa,
Yeah.
it's like 2,000 feet.
I mean, how rough are these waters for a swim?
Oh well, we have just
But he has a point.
probably not too far.
To what?
We have 3 ethereal orchids.
I just don't see how that helps.
We don't have to be in the water,
We don't want to be in the water.
so we could like run out on the air, grab the flag, and run back.
Well, the ethereal orchid allows you 1 minute of levitation.
We got 3 of them.
3 minutes of levitation. Can you run half a mile and back? Can you run 1 mile in 3 minutes? That's pretty good.
This is a record-holding
College boy, what do you
shit.
think?
Yeah, exactly.
A college athlete.
Carry the
After
3.
On a stomach full of Kraken.
Better than a stomach
I mean,
full
if
of
you-
mayonnaise.
and
do you,
Night
do you guys
of
want to breathe underwater? Would that be
Pottying?
how you would do it? We could do that. That's the thing
So
we could
either
do.
way, I guess with the 3, it would at least get us there or back. Like, you know what I mean? We could do one, like the hard part once.
Is another Kraken going to come out of the
Probably.
water?
It's called Krakenfest.
Let's come in with these flying boats.
Ah, well, we have, but we could do that. We have one boat that can fly currently in the Navy, but it's not exactly a
Good to know for
common
other reasons.
thing. But we could get that boat. If that was your plan, you could take that boat out.
Do
grab
you
the
always
flag.
capture the flag? Is this like always?
No,
a-
we never know what it's going to be. It could be a different game.
Have you done this before?
Sometimes it's freeze tag.
Has this come up before? Has capture the flag?
Capture the flag. Let's see. I was a young soldier at that point. It was a while ago, but it was Krakenfest. It was 19. No, 09, not 9. That's what it was. Yes. I don't remember.
Year 9. From 874 to 9? Did we go all the way back to 9?
825.
Oh.
And that's they don't really keep it's
It's different for them.
yeah the year is actually a little different than them, but anyway.
Now hear me out. I appreciate that not everyone on this continent is familiar with the good word of Vortor. But
Or Tor.
yeah,
Ah.
the one true God where I come from. It's
Delightful.
Yes, it is. Well, so there's in the scroll of knowledge, right? There's this parable where he talks about this razor from Occam, and it's all about how if you get too complex, things fall apart. And so I just think the easier the plan is, the better.
I like your style. You guys go get it. Is that what we're saying?
No,
No?
this is what I'm saying. No, so you say it starts at daybreak.
Yes.
How many boats do you have?
Well, fly?
No, just regular
Just
boats.
boats?
That swim. Just boats.
About
Boats
100.
that swim.
Great. So line up, I don't know, 90 of them? A whole big force that looks like we're just,
We're just going to get it.
yeah. And then if you said we could breathe underwater, if we're on one of those boats and we just like hop off halfway and do the old swim around.
Yeah, because we definitely need a diversion. That's a good idea.
That's the idea, right. Just this make it look like there's this big rush.
Nice. It's misdirection. Classic misdirection.
Classic misdirection. I love it. You should be a general in the army.
War is fun, it turns out.
War
No,
games
that's
are
not-
fun.
I don't
that's
know
for
how
sure.
you got. I don't know how you.
Well, no, I was shooting the thing, and then we crashed the tower, and it was good, and it was all fake and make-believe. I don't understand.
Very well.
That's it. This is war for him.
I know. I've never been to war, so I don't know.
Anara's like, I think this is a good plan. I think if we can get the whole Navy mobilized and doing what we think is a good plan, then that would be a great
Plan.
test of our planning skills.
Couldn't the whole navy also then be destroyed if we deploy the whole navy?
Well, it's a risk of any game. War games do
I
come with
guess we have 100
consequences and
ships. We
risk.
don't have to do 90, but we
Yeah.
could just have a nice,
50,
a fat
20,
force that
yeah.
just
Something that looks like, they are just,
force.
yeah,
Put a nice
With a
display.
PH.
Yes, something with
yeah, 2 PHs.
With
or a
PH
th
fat.
apparently.
Right.
Yes,
Yes.
force.
A that.
Fat force.
Thaniel would be that.
You know what? That's what Operation Fat Force. We're doing it. I'm just excited to be here.
And then a couple of us get some scuba gear on and
Yeah, then we grab the thing.
Yes. Wait till I tell my son. I can't believe it.
Are you the highest ranking official here in Anara?
No, I'm just the one that likes talking the most.
Okay.
You see, all the other generals are like, no.
Great. I think we have a plan. We put on a show of force to take it by force, forcibly. Out of the Bronze Gate we go. You guys sneaking around.
underwater.
You want a ship? You need a ship.
Underwater.
We'll give you a ship.
How long can we breathe underwater for?
Oh.
That's their domain, though. The mariners?
Yeah, but that's the thing is that a whole force is going
I-
to come, so everyone's going to go that way, and
No,
then
I
we're
know.
going to.
I mean, there'll be some, I'm sure. Like
Sure, but it will be way less than it was.
Right.
And if they have a Kraken, hopefully it's preoccupied with the force of ships. Because I feel like the elves we can deal with.
Not, I mean, like, because we're not really good at like.
Kraken, not so much.
Yeah, no, steer clear of that Kraken. He's a
Delicious.
Krakenfest. Yeah, we got a good piece of him. It was going around. Yes.
Oh, we got some. It was delicious.
He'll regrow that, though, from what I understand about them.
Oh, good.
The way they repeat,
Great.
the way they
Wonderful.
reproduce.
I mean, see? Less casualties.
yes. All right.
Kraken. Less
Great.
Kraken
Well,
casualty.
I think this is a great plan. We'll have the force ready to go at daybreak. The Fat Force, Operation Fat Force is a go. Unless there's anything else, I'm going to go tear up, do a pub crawl.
That
mean-
sounds awesome. Let's go with this guy on a pub crawl.
I know where you're at. I think I might get a good night's sleep tonight, but I encourage you. So I would like to activate Mind Sense, which just acts like for a minute, and I can just kind of detect surface thoughts of what's going on around me. But then
Okay.
I would also like to send a mind message to Anara to be like, do we broach this subject tonight? Do we broach this subject tomorrow?
Are you doing this
What's-
just for Nara?
Yeah,
'Kay.
that was my thought.
Message received.
Message
Took a while.
received.
Took a while to get
Yeah.
there.
Copy. The Wi-Fi in this place just
Sorry, low reception. I'm distracted by the flags.
there's no like.
Got,
Can you hear me now?
She says, I think it might be better to win them to our sides with a victory before we pose this request.
Do I see the look of constipation in the sense that they're talking telepathically?
Yeah, the math face is strong.
Hey,
are you group
can I
chatting
ding, ding. Does the open door icon come in?
Yeah. And
Ravi
with
enters the group chat.
Ravi enters the group chat. All right, so you guys are going to do Operation Fat Force tomorrow.
But I'm going pub crawling.
Oh, we're going on a pub crawl.
Not me. I feel like crap.
You feel like crap. You're going to get.
Oh, go get your mushroom juice from Patriel.
guys.
Keep him company. He's a good dude, man.
He's a good dude, man.
Yeah,
he is a good dude, man. Yeah, and I would like to get a good night's sleep.
Same.
okay.
And I am going to attempt to. And I'm going to go to bed with the intention of speaking to my mom and trying to I reach out through dreams to her.
Okay, great. So you guys go back to your manse.
Save Ravi.
You're out crawling, pub crawling with the
Yes.
general.
Yes.
His son decides to join you. His son is Pateriel.
Of course. Patriel. What's up?
It's Pateriel, but I
Pateriel.
I heard you know my name.
Oh, yes, this is my son, Pateriel.
This is your son?
Yes.
Dude, he's awesome.
Yeah, no, he
makes a good mushroom
Weren't
stew.
you supposed to be on rebuilding crew today? What happened to you later today?
Oh, we needed him. Up at the manse.
Well, all right. Well, if you're in service of the Oracle, that's
See?
even
See?
better.
See?
I told him I had to go tell Mom. I was really excited. He's like, I mean, yes, of course.
Keep going.
No, I was like, nope, I'm having too much of a conversation by myself. I got to stop this one. All right.
Shots?
Shots. You
I'm gonna
guys
get him
are on
drunk.
a
It's
so
not
you
a
guys
great
are
idea to get the
making your
general
way.
of the Navy drunk before the.
No, I'm getting his son drunk.
He's not
there.
going to be out there doing
I'm
anything.
not there.
Yeah. So you guys are
Patriel.
in. An
I'm
area
getting
of
him
town,
drunk.
In the lower ward, there's it's called the Silver Road District, and that's where like all the good taverns are. That's where like the parties are really raging
Sweet.
for Krakenfest. You guys make your way through, do some pretty cool Bronze Gate shenanigans. Julius goes to sleep. Ravi, Orrin, you are staying.
If Pateriel didn't get me the list of things,
It's still steeping.
on the way back. I assume my mushroom tea, but the other things on my list. If not, I'd like to stop and get I want to get reissued for tomorrow with my standard guard.
I guess you could ask him before
stuff.
we part if you got the stuff.
Yeah, so you get back to you're at the manse like. You swung by with the general.
Yeah, I had to
guess,
get
on
my
your way
wallet.
through there. It's
Your
not
ID,
too far.
your ID.
Yeah. And
don't
so
know if
you
being
guys, you had
19
the.
is-
I don't know if my
old
college ID is.
Do you guys have student discounts?
Yeah.
I'll just pull out the black card. They'll be fine.
I don't know if they take that here.
Don't know. You didn't have that much money with you to begin with.
I have 24 Anaran gold.
I don't have any money.
Yeah. So Orrin, you find a little like on your hope chest, in your room, all the things you had given to Pateriel, he was able to get for you,
And
along
that
with a little cup of warm, mushroom goo tea,
lukewarm
and he
at this
says.
point.
And there's a little note from him that says, "Hey, use this sparingly, my man." There's a little like winky face emoji on there.
Fist emoji. 'Cause I can't.
Yeah. He's like, I like to party, but
P.S. I like
you're
the
crazy,
party.
man. You're crazy. I like you, but you're crazy. Yeah. And then
A net, 2 daggers, and some rope, and this tea that I think is a healing potion.
yes.
I hope
I'm
you
going
trip
to
balls.
I'm going to drink it
Mhm.
because I'm not doing very well right now.
Okay.
I mean, I have magic. That
He's
can
been
help
like
you with
bleeding
that,
and just
but-
like sweating and like.
Well, I
Nice.
need that too. I probably need all of it. I
You
all
need
the
a
help.
rest.
I
A
do.
rest will do
Oh,
you
that's
just
true.
fine.
Drink it up. And are you? And it heals you for what is the healing? What do we say? Does 1 point of healing? 2 points?
I think that's what you said with the mushrooms. Yeah.
with a mushroom teas. 1 point of healing back to you. I need you to make me a might save.
Woof.
Please.
10? Yes. I guess.
Phil.
Oh, no,
You-
save.
Save. Might save.
11.
11. You start to feel a little bit
Worse.
like suddenly you're on like
Turn into a bear. Turn into a bear.
You'll turn into a bear. But you
No,
are
no, you
tripping
turn into
balls
the
right
bear.
now.
Screw with him.
He,
I already
he
did
put
that.
in your mushrooms, but he also put in some other mushrooms that he thought you were asking for.
Okay.
He's like, I like to party, man. I like to party. But, and so you spend the rest of the night, like, talking with Inara, the goddess. At least you think it's Inara, the goddess.
It's
and
like
it's
a
just
wall.
a house plant.
Yeah.
Your skin is so soft, like crazy. It's wild.
What's Anara doing tonight?
Inara is in her quarters.
Okay.
And she kind of is keeping to herself tonight
Okay.
and prepping for everything else. Julius, you are trying to
Yeah, just going.
reach out.
Yeah, just with the intent. Yeah, I'm just sleeping tonight with intention to send a dream to my mom. To just
Okay.
be like, everything's cool. Things have gotten crazy. I'm all right.
Telepathic email.
And I can, yeah, essentially that's yeah. I don't know what all I can do or not, but I'm
Bounce it off the moon, triangulate it.
Yeah, maybe. And like this book is crazy, and life has gotten crazy, and I think I could turn into a bear now, and I'm kind of scared. I don't know what to do, but I'm safe, and war's fun.
War is fun.
P.S. War is fun.
Where else war is fun?
Yeah, so you
Happy
like,
Krakenfest.
Krakenfest 825.
So you are dreaming, and your dream, you're sort of putting out the vibe, right? Like sending that
To your
telepathically.
mom?
Yeah, that's a weird
Not like-
way to put
Not
that,
like to your
man.
mom like that, but like you're trying to tap into your
With
moon
intention.
spirit dream.
Yeah, like I don't really know what all.
Yeah,
I can
the
do.
idea
You're doing this
of-
all while you're sleeping, though?
Yeah, this was my
okay.
intention.
Yeah,
when I laid down to sleep.
as you dream again of the moon, and you see the large moon, Sarah is sort of bright and full in your vision again, and this is sort of like your dream, and then you sort of make this connection of like you see the same moon that your mother sees.
somewhere out
And
there.
now you're all somewhere out there beneath the pale moonlight, and you like get a vision of your mom, and she's reading. She's sitting, in the very familiar cottage that you guys all live in your homestead outside of Rajo, and you, very familiar sight. And she's reading a book that is very familiar to you. It seems like the one that you currently have in your possession. And in this dream, she is, you see her sort of look up from her reverie, her reading, and she kind of looks at the moon out the window and just sort of knowingly smiles, and you get the feeling that maybe your presence is being felt, like of that far away. And she looks back to her book, and it's a page that you aren't entirely familiar with. You've not seen it before, and you've looked through the book a lot of times. And it's a picture of a blonde elven woman kneeling in front of an altar with a purple sort of figure above it, and they seem to be conversing, and it looks, and that as you stare at the picture, sort of in the firelight, it's dancing a little bit. It starts moving, and
I ate some of those mushrooms.
you ate some of those mushrooms, and you see sort of that sort of grows and grows into your vision until you are back in the temple, and you see Inara talking with the first oracle again, and this time you can hear what they're saying.
Oh.
And you have been granted seems like a little bit of insight into what is going on. And she says, you hear your Inara saying aloud to the spirit of the first oracle, "What am I supposed to know? Why am I here? Where is this light? And the answer comes back and says, the brightest light can still cast the darkest shadow. You must be aware, my child, my granddaughter. You must know someone you hold close to you, whose light may be bright, will still betray you when it matters most. The brightest light can cast the darkest shadow. And your dream vision fades and you go into a dreamless sleep again.